Yo guys, it's going on Toby here or TBJZL, and today I've got for you guys a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay on the map Resistance. It's a game of free-for-all. I go like 30-7, so feel free to check that out if you want to. If you don't want to, then just minimize the video and carry on with whatever you're doing and listen to me talking in the background. Because today I'm talking about something that is fairly serious. It is the mistreatment of children, and I'm doing this video because basically I woke up this morning to a newspaper article about an 18-year-old boy who still had his baby teeth because he was malnourished for so long and just like mistreated by his parents. And basically what his parents did was they locked him in his room as punishment. You couldn't see me there, but I was doing the weird quote things. But yeah, they locked him in his room as punishment, and they didn't let him out for several years. He has two little sisters, one aged 11 and one aged 13, who have no idea what he looks like. All they knew about their brother was that he screamed when he wanted food and he screamed when he needed to go to the bathroom. Now, like, this kid basically never went outside. He couldn't his room had a window, but he couldn't escape from it because he has a phobia of bugs, which is pretty bad. He was locked in a room. Like, they put, I think, a fridge in front of the door, and his room was, I think, initially he had a separate room, and then he was later moved into like an ensuite type room thing, so he didn't have to be let out to go to the bathroom. And he was fed on a very irregular basis. Only, I think it was soup and cereal, maybe, very irregularly. So you could see, like, he was about at 18 years old. Just imagine this: 18 years old. He was only 5'1", and he had all of his baby teeth. Now, I don't understand how any parent in their right mind could treat their child like that as a punishment. I mean, what kind of punishment is that? There's so many possible ways that you could punish your child. So why would you lock them in a room for several years, not let them see their siblings, and feed them soup and cereal? I mean, come on. That is such an inhumane thing to do, and it really annoys me because if you're going to treat kids like that, why have them in the first place if you really don't like them? Um, like, there are so many people who are physically unable to have children, whether it's due to I don't know. Oh my god, it just really pisses me off. I can't even get my words out right now, so I apologize for that. But people who can't have children, they're praying for kids. They're doing whatever they can. They're adopting, just, to have the chance to have what is supposed to be the best thing in a parent's life, to have kids. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who don't want children at all, and that's fair enough, but most, well, it's commonly thought that children are supposed to be the pride and joy of an adult's life. Sorry, there's my Skype going off in the background. Um, so I really can't get my head around why you would treat your child like that. And it was like, it's this sort of shit that you read about as a kid in fairy tales, are the evil stepmother or whatever who locked their child away and doesn't let them see sunlight. This kid was 5'1" at 18 years of age and pale as fuck because he never saw sunlight. Like, what goes through your head while you're doing that? You're carrying on living your life as an adult with your other two children, and you've locked your first child in a room as punishment. It's such an inhumane thing to do, and I really can't understand how anyone would go through such, like, anyone who would go through just pisses me off. And basically I want to get your the views of you guys on this topic. Like, do you want to have kids? What would you do with your kids as punishment? Because there's so many ways to punish your children. I don't even know what he's getting punished for, but there are so many possible ways you can go about disciplining your children so they grow up as like mature, responsible adults. And I don't know, like, what do you guys think of parents who treat their children like bullshit? Because it fucking pisses me off. I know, like, with my parents, as a little kid, I used to get a little smack on the wrist, or I used to get sent to my room whenever I messed about, just so I grew up responsibly. And thankfully, from my parents, well, I have African parents, so the beatings. It wasn't to such a it wasn't to such a level where I was unable to go to school because I had scars on my back or whatever. But you know, my parents let me know what was wrong and what was right, and thankfully that worked out for me. So I don't know, when I get my kids, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to discipline them. It depends on whatever. I'm going to make sure my children are like responsible adults and they know how to treat other people and they know how to behave in public and respect society. And yeah, but I'm going to show them love and compassion as well, because well, that is God willing, I have kids, but I'm going to show them love and compassion as well, because you know that's what parents are meant to do. If you bring children up in a like hostile environment and you treat them like shit, that is surely what they're going to relay to other people, unless they have someone showing them like the right way to treat people, the right way to, you know, relate to other people. Um, they're going to go out and fuck about and be another fuck up in society, and it's all down to the parenting in the end. Like they have no other role models to learn from. Um, what really annoys me is that as soon as the kid turned 18, I'm calling him a kid, well, he's probably a grown guy, but as soon as he turned 18, his parents gave him a couple $100 and a list of homeless shelters to go to. So they basically just fucked him over for the most important part of his life. They took away his childhood, and then they said, you know what, fuck off, we don't want you in a house anymore, go live and be a homeless person on the street. I mean, what kind of fucking bullshit parenting is that? And excuse my language for this, because it just really gets on my nerves, as you can see. But yeah, I don't know how anyone could treat their children like that. I definitely don't plan on treating my children like that, and I hope none of you guys will treat your children like that. So yeah, that's coming to the end of this commentary, guys. If you guys like the video, leave a like. I really want to know your views on this. So if you could drop a comment in the comment section below, that would be awesome. Also, if you want me to do more topical commentaries like this, because I read the newspapers every day, so if you want me to do more topical commentaries, if you have specific stories that you'd like me to look into, leave them in the comment section below as well, and I'll be sure to check them out. And I'm going to leave the link to the actual article in the in the comment section, in the description, so you guys can check that out as well. But thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.